Hello and aloha, Facebook world, Facebook friends, and YouTube friends. How y'all doing out there? So I'm going to watch for just a second as everybody comes on. And today is an announcement of something. I want to announce something that is coming. And I decided to do this at 11. So I'm doing this. I'm going to really invite your help with getting the message out. Normally, I would make the post set for many, many hours in advance so that a lot more people got the notifications ahead of time and could be on with me. Numbers are starting to climb. We got 8 people on so far, 9. As you're coming on, if you will say hello, let me see who you is, and just say where you're attending from so we can get a feel for the international group that is showing up. And again, I'm going to make a couple of announcements. I'm going to say this is a big announcement. Technically, there's no such thing as big or small. There's only bigger or smaller, right? In the energy world. I got something coming up that's going to be starting. Well, in a way, it's starting today. Technically, it's going to be starting tomorrow. Hey, Mary. Hi, Kate. Aloha over there in Ireland. Georgia and Ireland. Those are right beside each other, right? Hey, somebody over in Vancouver. So please remember, when you join, when I'm on this platform, if you're in one of my groups and you comment from my group, I will see this. I won't know who you are. If you're on my page watching or on YouTube, I get one of these where I can actually see who you is. So welcome. Hey, Deborah in Brazil. Yeah, I got a lot of people that are in my group actually watching. So those of you that are in my group, if you click the little button that gives you permission, that gives the app permission, that'll help. Hey, Amy in Florida. All right, so we got the UK, we got Virginia, Brazil, more UK, more Canada. We got Karen in Wisconsin. Hey, over there, we got a couple of Irelanders. What do you guys call yourselves over there? Irish people? I don't know. Hey, Tobias, good to see you, man. Aloha, buddy. Kirsty in the Midlands. Hey, Janice. All right, so let me, without further ado, as you guys are coming on, I want to tell you what's up. I always, whenever I do a live, I always does my best. Hey, Sylvan, great to see you, buddy. I always do my best. Hey, Christy in Alabama and Sharon in Kentucky. Hey, Kathy in Colorado. I always do my most bestest to give as much value and benefit and help as I possibly can. And I ask, once I have delivered value, I always ask, hey, would you please share this video? I really want to reach as many people as I possibly can. And I will just tell you. So somebody, forgive me, you guys, or bear with me. You know how much you paid for this. So if you're viewing this in one of my groups, this is what I'm going to see unless you click the link that lets the app actually see who you are. And I'd love to interact with you. Don't worry about it. Hey, Candy. Somebody just said, sadly, I'm at work and can't stick around. This is going to be a short one, and you can watch the replay and catch the point of it. And I'm telling you, this is big. This is really big. I am preparing to start tomorrow, and we'll do a little bit of it today. Hi, Heidi. Something absolutely unprecedented, something that has never been done, something that can change your life as much or more than anything you've ever done. This will be 100% free. Aloha over in Trinidad. Welcome. This can change your life as much or more than anything you've ever done, any event you ever went to and paid thousands of dollars. Aloha, Joan. Hey, Christy. Maybe you've spent, hey, Sharif, good to see you. Maybe you've spent $50,000, $100,000 on self-help journey over the years. What I'm going to be doing for free every day for the next little while here, I don't know if it'll be a week or a month, a year, I don't know. Hey, Gerald, good to see you. I am going to be doing something that can change your life, help you change your life as much or more than anything and everything you've ever done in your life. It's going to be 100% free, and it's going to be 100% powerful. Larissa, Mark, good to see you. All right. So I want to put this in perspective for you. And a lot of people are going to be seeing this video and it's your first time ever getting exposure to me. So let me do one of my invitations here to start with. Those of you that have experienced my work and been benefited from it, if you can type in your little, I don't care if it's one word or a paragraph or a sentence. What is Brian to you and what is my work like to you? Okay. If you do that, then all these new people go, oh, wait, this is what they perceive of him. Now I'm going to give you the 1-minute version. I was born with a really strange gift that for the first 46 years of my life, I was sure was a curse. I have had the ability to look at a person, listen to the person, and basically see how they were holding themselves back, dissolve it, and step into greater freedom. Just like this. Just like this. It freaked me out. It freaked all my friends out, freaked all the people that knew me. And I'm not popular in the self-help world because I help people to break their self-help addiction, stop being self-help junkies, and actually step into being free. I'm not a self-help person. I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't really consider myself to be a teacher or a healer or any of that stuff. I've sat down with people and had cancer leave their bodies. I've been on video calls with someone and scoliosis left their body. I've had a lot of amazing experiences. And there's nothing special about me and there's nothing special about you. We're all infinite, unlimited energy. The only thing is that I came in with whatever this is as a gift, and I spent about 30 years working on myself fanatically. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of hours working on myself. And I end up having an awakening experience that has created the circumstances. Sorry, I'm a little bit over a minute, but not much. Where literally people come to me from all over the world with every problem, every challenge, every issue, mental, emotional, physical, financial, relational, it doesn't matter, health. And I'm typically able to help people to dissolve that issue in minutes or hours. Freaks them out, freaks me out. So I have become famous in some circles. You know, my book became an overnight international #1 bestseller, and I'm here to help. I consider myself to be a reminder of the fact that you are infinite, unlimited being. Well, thank you for that, Sharif. I appreciate that, man. And that's my experience too. All right. So here's the deal. I want to be brief. So I'm going to cut the bullshit completely, and I'm going straight to the core. No matter what you think, and no matter what you believe about this virus, we are being lied to by our so-called leaders. We're being lied to an extent that's virtually unfathomable to those of us who would never do such a thing. This is absolutely unquestionably beyond the shadow of a doubt. Screw my opinion and yours and everybody else's. This is part of something bigger and more nefarious, aimed and intended for the benefit of a few at the great expense of everybody else. And I don't really want to say much more. If that doesn't resonate for you, then my message is probably not going to resonate with you. If that does resonate with you, if the world, almost the whole world, got shut down at the time that millions of people were beginning to gather against 5G, and while we should, I mean, it's just a coincidence if you want to look at it that way. While millions of people are gathering together saying, we don't want this 5G shit, they shut everything down and put everybody under house arrest under the fear of a virus while they're putting up 5G everywhere. If most of the world was shut down over a virus that is killing less than the seasonal flu. And the evidence is beyond the shadow. Okay, so the question I want to give you is, I don't want to add to the fear. I just want to ask you, do you have any idea what they're planning next or what this might be a part of? Don't want you to be fearful. I do not want to add to the fear. I will simply seal this piece of my statement up by saying this. I believe that I have a pretty good grasp on who's doing it, what they're doing, why, and what's next. I believe that I do, and I don't really want to talk about it other than to make that little hint that I just did. And you ain't going to like it, and I ain't going to like it, and I'm making that as simple and understated. Understatement is not my normal language here. Okay. I'm proposing to you that it is time for us to take our fucking power back. Not soon, but now. If you accept the idea, if you accept the possibility that you are either creating your reality or that somehow you might be responsible for what's showing up. If you know other people who either know that they're creating your reality or that we're contributing to our reality. If you know this and you accept this as a possibility, and if you know others who either know, hi, Kara, I love you either way. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hey, Kate. Hear me and hear me well, please. Because I am proposing that we start today. In fact, I just started. And if you decide to join me, we just started a major movement right now. And you don't even know it yet, but you're about to find out. Check your heart. Maybe your heart knows it. Hey, Kirsty. Stop with the why would I create this? That does you no good whatsoever. That's self-help bullshit. And almost everybody is teaching that. And that's part of the issue. Now listen, I'm getting more and more into recently exposing the self-help industry. Now, I'm not criticizing any other human beings. I'm not going to put down any people or any companies. I'm not going to criticize or condemn or say anything bad or negative about anybody. I am talking about the self-help industry, similar to the way I would talk about the pharmaceutical industry. The vast majority of people selling self-help fucking need help. Okay, that was playful. I hope you know where I'm coming from. The vast majority of what's being handed out and sold in the self-help world, in the self-improvement world, is not only not helpful, it's actually extremely counterproductive and keeping millions and millions and millions of people stuck. The lies, the misinformation that's coming out of the self-help industry. Now, I don't personally believe, and I'm not proposing that any of those people are saying, ooh, I'm going to use self-help to destroy people. I don't believe that for a minute, although someone might. I do know there's a lot of people. I know for a fact. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with this movement, Kathy, and anybody who wants to get involved in what I'm launching today. I just want to be clear about this. Why I'm doing it. What are some of the reasons here? The majority of people selling self-help, including the most famous gurus out there, they don't believe what they're teaching and selling. My best guess is that 40% at the very top of all self-help, the really famous people, 40% of it is showmanship. It's a show. It's entertainment. It's fascinating to watch that video of that person talking about that. But you check the depth of transformation, the speed of transformation, and how lasting the transformation is from all that information. And my team and I have been talking for the last months about this industry, about what's going on, and then with the virus and everything else. Yeah, the majority are in it for profit, and there's nothing wrong with profit. The only reason I talk about it, listen, there's people selling, poisonous damn red dye number 40 and caramel color syrups in the convenience store. You go in the convenience store, hey Kim, and there's a slushy machine with the red shit and the blue shit and the black shit with ice. It's 100% poison and poisonous corn syrup. And if somebody wants to buy that shit, okay, I'm buying a fucking slushy. I know it's poison. I know it's sugar. I know that I'm poisoning myself. It's fine. But when people make a self-help purchase, they don't plan consciously. I know I'm fucking myself up here. They actually hope that it's going to work. So the people selling self-help, and I'm going to offer this. There's somebody around that's for at least 7 years now has been selling. You could become a certified law of attraction coach for $47. We will certify you to be a certified law of attraction coach for $47. How many people are hiring those coaches thinking they're getting help from someone who knows something? Today, the explosion, the email list that I'm on every single day, bear with me for a minute now because I'm really moving towards a point here. There is a rush of coaches and life coaches flooding the market like never before. And you spend $19 for an ebook on how to set up a fucking coaching business. You don't have your life together. You don't have a clue what the hell you're talking about. You haven't even begun to discover how to take responsibility for your own life, but you can be a life coach, and people are hiring them left and right. Well, if they're a life coach, they must know what they're doing. Whew. So I don't claim to be a guru or anything else. I will claim this. I've never in my life seen anybody in self-help, personal development, or spirituality, I have never seen anyone get the results for their clients and help their audience and their readers and their clients, whether they pay a lot of money to go to the top level with me or whether they just use my free shit. I've never seen a teacher or healer or guru or anybody out there who gets the level of results for people and helps people get the results that my work helps them get. I've never seen it anywhere else. And some of the comments that you guys saw a little bit ago when some of my clients were typing in. Okay. So what I have done is I have over the last several years, in addition to working with higher and higher end clients, people actually come to Hawaii at the top level and spend 4 days sitting with me here. Let me show you this space. It's a little bit messy right now because we've been having clients come over, but still check that out. People come out and do 4 days with me, and then I do 3 months of follow-up with them, and we change their lives beyond their wildest dreams. And in addition to that and all the like high-end group programs that I'm always doing, I also have more free stuff. I give away more stuff than most people have to sell. All right. And I have created a few tools that are literally, in my experience, the most effective, powerful tools for transformation that I have ever seen. Now, I'm 18 minutes in. I'm going to do my very, very, very best to keep this under 30 minutes. I'm going to be really close to it. Okay, so I'm giving myself right now about 11 and a half minutes. I'm asking you, listen to me. If you want to turn this virus situation around, if you want to turn this 5G situation around, if you want to turn this Monsanto Bayer poison vaccine, if you want to take all those seemingly gigantic, overwhelming machines of death and destruction, if you want to turn them around, I'm going to ask you, what are you going to do about it? What are you planning to do about it? What are you planning to do about it? Do you have a plan? Because I do. Now, somebody just asked me this. What about Wayne Dyer or Bob Proctor? I don't put anybody down. I don't criticize anybody. I don't believe in positive or negative, so I can't speak negatively about anybody. I'm not going to criticize anybody. I'm not going to put anybody down. I can tell you what I saw and what I see. I saw and I see that Wayne Dyer was a regurgitator. He read everything. He was totally passionate about it. He was on fire with the learning. I believe he loved people, and he would go on stage and he would speak for hours or days, repeating what he read in all the other books. And he was a huge fan of Abraham Hicks, and he wrote The Power of Intention, which was like basically ripping off Abraham. Every word from start to finish was 100% Abraham Hicks. And I didn't see him give any acknowledgement or any credits to it. And from the very limited exposure I had to him personally, it was evident to me that he wasn't actually living what he was teaching. Bob Proctor, I paid $6,000 to go through his course, his year-long coaching course about 10 years ago. I was in it with 200 or 300 people. What I saw was that every single person in it was totally fascinated and mind blown by the information, and not one person had one speck of change in their life. That was it for me. I answered your question. I respected your question. Okay. So, do you have a plan? Because I do. These tools that I have created that are available 100% free, we decided to create something. You're welcome. I trust that answer was beneficial for somebody, and I decided to answer it. I have decided to take a few of the most powerful tools that I've ever created, to recreate and fine-tune them, and to create. I love that. A couple people have asked me, what's the plan? I've decided to create a daily experience. Now, there's nothing like it, so I can't say I'm doing a blank, because there isn't anything like it. I'm going to give you some references. Before I do that, if you're feeling any resonance with this right now, or if you're feeling any resonance after I tell you what the plan is, share this video like everybody's sharing the Dr. Buttar and the David Icke videos, because what I'm doing here and what I'm calling and inviting you to do, if you want to do it, is how to access the only thing that can turn this around. And the only thing that can turn this around is the part of you that's bringing it into being in the first place. The only thing that exists in this entirety of universes that can turn this around. No, Kirsty, I love you. We don't need people to wake up. We need to wake the fuck up. We don't need anybody to wake up. And I'm saying this with respect. I'm not correcting you. I'm challenging you. That's what almost everybody's saying. We need to wake the people up. No, we need to wake the fuck up. And we can share and invite those who want to wake up, because most, frankly, don't. So what I'm saying to you, I'm going to say this bottom line again. The only thing in this universe of universes, the only thing that exists that can turn this around is the part of me that's bringing it into existence in the first place. It's taking 100% responsibility. This taps into the Tao. This taps into, this taps into the Tao. This taps into Ho'oponopono. This taps into A Course in Miracles. It taps into lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. And here's what I got. We created a Facebook group called Unconditional Happiness. Now, that's kind of a surfacey thing. Unconditional. What do you mean unconditional happiness? Happiness that doesn't depend on anything is actually joy. So looks like nobody would click, I'm joining the group called Joy. What the hell's that? But unconditional happiness, people relate, and it creates curiosity. What we are doing is essentially the part of me that created this whole system, the part of me that's bringing this system into being and keeping it in being. And now I'm going to narrow in and focus here. every single day at 11 a.m. Hawaii time. And we'll talk about translating that. Okay? Every day at 11 a.m. Hawaii. I'm going to go live for a minimum of 15 minutes. So think about when everybody gets together. Let's do a 1-day Earth Day prayer meditation for the planet. Aloha, Tim. What about the other 364 days? Except on leap years. What? Thank you for sharing that link, Kathy. There's the link to join the group. Now, I'm going to do my best, even though it's free and everything in it is free, I'm going to do my best to sell you on joining that group, okay? So imagine getting together for 15 minutes at a synchronized time every single day. And I'm going to invite people around the world to do this at 11 a.m. their time. So there's going to be a lot of people that join me at 11 a.m. Hawaii time live for 15 minutes. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's only going to be one thing. I got a couple people that are in. Lots of people going to be on with me for those 15 minutes. Then I'm challenging everybody around the planet that's interested at 11 a.m. your time. You come and view it and go through the process as if I were live with you then, so that we have going around the planet with the time zones. We have people literally every hour on the hour unmaking the monster that we have made, which is arising from us. Now, it gets more awesome. Hey, John, good to see you, buddy. I'm loving seeing all them amens now. I'm liking that. So check this out. I created something called the Breath of Light 9 years ago. The one anecdote, the one little short story that I want to tell, I shared it with a client. So I had a program that was selling for $1,500 ago, 9 years ago. The program was selling for $1,500. And tons and tons of members were joining. We had 600 or 700 members when it was all said and done in that membership program. And one of the members, internationally famous internet person, messaged me and said, I apologize. So I created as a bonus the Breath of Light process. And that was a bonus in the program. And the guy went through the thing. He was the first person that experienced the Breath of Light. He messaged me and said, Brian, if I had paid $1,500 to go through that one audio, I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth, the $1,500 that I paid. What the fuck is that? How did you make that? What planet are you from? What the hell is this? Okay? For the last 9 years, thousands of people around the world have used this thing that I call the Breath of Light process. I was totally guided, totally 100% inspiration. It's like a guided process experience that you listen to, and it takes you into the experience of oneness, tapping into your literal infinite oneness. Going from the idea of oneness into the experience of total oneness. About a month and a half ago, we were talking about helping people, a month-ish ago, I guess, helping people through this virus, helping people through this time. And one of my business associates said, Brian, you ought to share that Breath of Light. And I said, no, it's time for Breath of Light 2.0. And I'm going to guess there's probably about 400 hours put into the creation of the Breath of Light 2.0 from start to finish. There is nothing on the planet like it. Somebody just typed in, I listened to it last night. It's amazing. Oh, Sam just said it's amazing too. It's amazing. There's nothing like it. And every time you use it, you'll go deeper into oneness, tapping into the infinite, unlimited being that you are. There's nothing like it. Hey, Esther, good to see you. All right. I also created something called Quantum Questions. And Quantum Questions, in my experience, is the single most powerful tool available to a human being for remaking their reality. What did you just say, Brian? I said, in my experience and observation, quantum questions are the single most powerful tool for any human being who wants to unmake what they've made, reclaim the energy that goes into the creation of what they're experiencing, and re-aim that energy into what they want to make. Quantum questions are going to be the core of what we're going to be doing. So check this out. Here's the plan. People join Unconditional Happiness, and they get immediate access to the units trainings where I have put my #1 international best-selling book with nearly 300 5-star reviews on Amazon right now. The entire book, absolutely free. All the videos that come with the book. It's like a $10,000 personal development course. I put that book and those videos beside any $10,000 personal development course you could ever take. It's free. We're giving it away, no strings whatsoever. Also, in the units of the Unconditional Happiness totally free Facebook group, there's a training on how to use quantum questions, what they are, how they work, how to formulate them, and how to use them. 100% free in the group. The Breath of Light 2.0 is there in its entirety. Put in headphones and go flying off into infinite unlimited oneness. I already have people that are telling me, Brian, I've been doing this every day and it's changed my life. I can't even believe it. It's beyond. But look at this. Look at this. Boom. 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 Okay? Getting the point? Lots of booms here. All right. All right. So here's the deal. Imagine a global movement, 100% free. Nobody's charging for anything. It's 100% a gift of love, which starts the energy from the start. Every day, you do the Breath of Light 2.0 process, and you time it to end when I go live. Around the world, we're doing the Breath of Light process. We're going into oneness. We're pulling out of our creation. We're pulling out of what we're making. We're pulling out of what we're fighting. And we pull into our oneness. We come from that around the planet. Maybe the first day we'll have 10 or 40. Maybe the next day we'll have 300. Maybe the next day we'll have 3,000. I want to touch millions of people with this. And all it takes is a couple people telling a couple people. That's all it takes. So I did not keep this to 30 minutes. I'm at 32 minutes. I want to wrap this up right now. You join a free Facebook group called Unconditional Happiness. Who don't want that right now? You get the quantum questions training. You get Break Your Self-Help Addiction, totally free. You get the Breath of Light 2.0, totally free. You get that basis. Everybody in the group knows. At 10:30 a.m. Hawaii, you dive into the Breath of Light. You flip over 11 o'clock and come on live with me. And if you're in a different time zone, here's what a lot of people are going to do. They're going to be on with me live if they can. And then at their 11 o'clock, they're going to do it again. I don't believe, and I'm not aware of anything that could be more powerful. So, who do you know that you could share this with? We're going to put together a web page that's going to explain the science behind it and all the other magic behind it. We can change the world. We can remake. And even if those who want forced vaccinations and lockdown, where everybody's living in artificial reality, social distancing for life on 5G with virtual reality as their connection to humanity, with knocks at the door for mandatory vaccinations and a tattoo. Big pharma and big corporations taking over because they engineered the crash of every other small business. It starts today. It starts today. Listen to me. I like what Mark just said. It's just, Mark, I want to add something to it. I sense this is going to go big. I sense, Mark, that you could help it go bigger. I sense that you, Mark, Joan, look at this. Look at this. And look at this. There's going to be a lot of that. And there's going to be a lot of this. Who do you know? Who do you know, V? Who do you know, Kate? Who do you know, Deborah? Philomen? I think I pronounced that right the first time. Who do you know that knows Brian Rose or Depop or one of the biggest podcasters? Who do you know that knows Oprah? Who do you know that knows one of the biggest interviewers in spirituality or consciousness? Who do you know that knows somebody at Hay House or Sounds True that's more scared? Finally, they're more scared of the virus and the vaccine and the 5G than they are of a book that might end the self-help addiction. Who do you know that would say, I got 3 million people that I'm going to email right now about this live planet changing? I've never heard anything. I thought we were cool when we pulled off the 1-day global event. Who do you know? And would you be shy about reaching out and sharing this? Would you be shy if you saw the alternative? It's going to be free. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to go live at 11 o'clock and I'm going to hit live. And when I start live, I don't care if there's one person on or 10,000 people on or 10 million people on. I'm starting on the quantum questions and I'm going to go for 15 minutes. And the only thing that's going to happen on that live is quantum questions. If you're members of any spiritual groups, if you're on any email lists, organize. Some of you who want to, thank you, Anne. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you, Katrine. Okay, so my business partner told me a story, and I was not aware of this. Agreed, Sylvan. He said that the way the Hare Krishna movement actually got started, if I'm not mistaken, it was New York City, but it doesn't, who cares about location? But there was a monk who came to the U.S., and he went and sat down on the ground, and he started chanting. And he did it every single day. And a couple people came and sat down with him, started chanting. It's about love and peace. People came and sat with him, started chanting. And then people started chanting. And then people started chanting. And it became a global movement. Well, thank you, Deborah. Thank you for that. Somebody's contacted Darius Barazandi, who knows about me. There's Kyle Cease, David Icke, Brian Rose. All right, last couple things, and then I'm going to do some quantum questions. Screw it. All right. I feel like David Icke and I are pretty much the perfect partners. He shares all the information that just scares the living shit out of you. He knows more about the terrifying, horrifying agenda than anybody. But I haven't seen him be effective at helping people. He talks about love. He talks about undoing the fear, but he's not actually focused. His work isn't focused on, here, let me help people to undo it. That's my side of this. All right. So here's what I'm going to do right now, everybody. I'm going to end this live. It's 39 minutes long. I want this short enough that when we share it with people, they say, oh, I can watch this. All right. I'm glad you're here, Jennifer. Hey, River. Love you, girl. Hi, Amy. Love you. Everybody. Okay, so here it goes. I'm going to end this live right now. I think I've said it. In the post with this video is the link to click and go join Unconditional Happiness. All right. Join us. Share. Unless you don't want to share. But if you want to share. Just share. Fucking share. Share. Let's see how many people can be on tomorrow. I'm going to end this broadcast right now. And then on my profile page, watch what happens. Facebook user who just asked me that question about fear and danger. On my profile page, facebook.com/brian.d.ridgway, I'm going to go live in about 2 minutes. And I'm going to do 15 minutes of quantum questions. And what I want you to do when you join me over there on that page, some of you are there. You'll just see me go live in a minute. Everybody else, go to my profile, get out of the groups. And what I want you to do is I want you to write in what you want to change and what you want to turn around. And for 15 minutes, I'm going to do quantum question after quantum question after quantum question. Anybody that wants to do it right now, this will be our first one. What you might want to do is go write a short post. Give me about 3 minutes and I'll start. Write a short post or a short comment in Messenger. Give my profile and tell people, listen, this guy's about to do this quantum questions things. I don't have time to explain it all. But if they just come and I'm asking questions, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Why'd you refer me to this? I'm leaving. But give them a minute of explanation of what this is about. And let's tell you what I'm going to do, everybody. I am going to, where my calendar be? All right. I'm going to do it at 12. It's 11:48 right now. 12 minutes from now. How many people can we get on our first ever global INRising live stream for quantum questions? You in? I'll see you in 12 minutes on my profile page. Love you.